Start of the new Pokemon manga series with a girl named Liko. And right off the bat, Liko says she hopes she finds out what she wants to do. And for those of you that don't know, her seeing that Pharaoh is actually a reference to Ash seeing Ho-Oh in the beginning of the anime series. Next up, we get two mysterious figures approaching Liko. Next up, we're greeted by a student hugging an Oshawott. I must say, I love Oshawott, so any kind of Oshawott content is good content. I find it really interesting how Liko was interviewed to get into the academy, and after she was interviewed, they choose a Pokemon for her, not the other way around. But that's okay because she gets the super cute Speedy Gatito. And it seems like Speedy Gatito isn't too fond of Liko at first. Next up, we have Liko entering her first Pokemon battle, and she hopes she does well because she's never had one before. Oshawott finds an opening, hits Speedy Gatito with a water gun, and just like that, Liko loses her first battle. We are introduced to Liko's classmate named Anne. Anne then tells Liko that she's gotta trust Speedy Gatito more because that wasn't a Pokemon battle whatsoever, basically insinuating that she just mopped the floor with her. In the next panel, we get Oshawott being squished in the face. Honestly, I'm living for this right now. I love this more than anything. We get a bit of a peek inside of Liko's room. I must say these academy students have really nice rooms. What do I have to do to get one of those? Liko then asks Speedy Gatito, she's not sure what she wants to do, and then she asks him, will you tell me what you want to do? And of course, he's just a little kitty, so he meows back naturally. Liko then looks up more about Speedy Gatito because she wants to get to know him better. We then have one of the mysterious characters from earlier looking for Liko, so he knocks on her door. He then hands her a letter and says, this letter is from your grandma, she's waiting for you, so you should come with me. And if that doesn't sound creepy, then I don't know what does. He doesn't really do a good job at trying to get her to come with him because he messes up and he says, don't forget your precious pendant. This causes Liko to freak out and jump out the window. I don't know how high that window is, but I'm glad she doesn't get hurt. Also, I like how security is just chasing this young girl throughout the academy with the Rhyhorn. Speedy Gatito then puts Rhyhorn to sleep and they both end up on the roof. This guy then tells Liko that he won't be rough with her as long as she hands over the pendant, which kinda has me wondering, is he gonna throw her off the roof? We then get greeted by a trainer with a Charizard swooping into the scene. And we officially get his name. Don't butcher me in the comments if I can't get it right, so I'm just gonna say his name is Freire. Then these two go at it, and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure everyone wants a piece of that pendant. We then get an epic fight scene where we have two Pokemon just absolutely going to town. The art style on the new Pokemon is really nice too. It almost feels as if I'm looking at the anime while I'm reading the manga. And Charizard causes this huge explosion by hitting his opponent with a flamethrower. We then have Liko contemplating how she's gonna jump from one side of the roof to the other side of the roof. And I'm just gonna point this out. She says, what if I don't make it to the other side of the roof? But she says, you know what? I have my Pokemon with me. I know I can make this jump. Classic power of friendship. She takes the leap of faith and jumps onto the roof. Her pendant starts to glow like crazy, and then we get this panel in the manga. Liko then starts floating in the air thanks to her pendant. So you mean to tell me she would not have survived if it wasn't for the pendant? I kinda had a feeling this would happen. And in the end, when it seems like she's about to hit the floor, Charizard swoops in and saves her. Liko's heart starts thumping like crazy and she begins to have all these thoughts. We then get this heartwarming panel of her and her partner Pokemon sharing a moment with each other. And finally, we're introduced to these mysterious figures. Liko and Freire then fly onto an airship. And it just ends with the voice saying, I'll be going on a great adventure around the world. I just love how in the lower left hand corner the manga straight up tells you go watch the anime. And that's the end of the first chapter of the new Pokemon series. Don't forget to like and subscribe.